What's up, guys? It is a new day. There's still shit on the ground and I'm hungry, so gonna get some food before we start powdering some more shit. Alright, so just ate, had some good old Subway, and we're going to go over to my buddy Lob's house, and he has, one of my chick friends actually just bought a Evo 10. I forget how many miles are on it, but she got it relatively cheap because it has a bad transfer case, and we're swapping that out. But we don't know for sure, but apparently it has a sleeved bottom end with pistons and rods. I believe it's a Wiseco pistons and Manley rods. So pretty much the same setup I have in mind, and it's just conservatively tuned. I believe they said that More Automotive tuned it. I think it's making like 330 or something like that on 93 or 300, something, you know, just relatively just bolt-ons with a built bottom end. So I'm gonna head over there and start working on removing that transfer case out. All right, dudes, I got to Lob's house. That guy right there. Hi. This is my friend Taylor's Evo 10 that I was saying about earlier, that we are removing the T case out of it. Got one off of eBay. They got one off of eBay. Hopefully it's good. I guess we'll find out whenever we put it in there.
20,000 miles on the transfer case.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Has warranty in case it's fucked.
Hell yeah. eBay warranty.
$100 eBay warranty.
So hopefully that is good. Right now we have both the front wheels off. Axles are about to be pulled. What we have to do is pull some of the suspension out. We're gonna try to pull it from the strut bar first, or sway bar, whatever the hell you want to call it. Try to pull it from there, or pull that off, and then try to pull them from the top, and then just pull everything out to try to prevent as much of an realignment as possible. So hopefully that works. So yeah, we'll just after we get this off, from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's the same as the Evo 8s and 9s. So it should be just pull this axle out, pull the other axle out, and then there's an input shaft on this side that you have to use a slide hammer to pull that out, and then you should be able to undo all the bolts and figure out a way to pull it out. If not, I don't know if we have to drop the motor or what, but that's gonna be fun if so.
Update here, team. We are working with a few different tools here. We're running a 15 wrench with an 18 socket, and then the bottom is a 19 coupled with the other side a 15 again?
15 or
yeah.
17?
Yeah.
18? I don't know.
Fucking goofy. Update, team. We got the whole hub disassembled. Now we're going to pry out the axle before we take out the next insert with the slide hammer. Coda's doing a great job. Professional mechanic here.
YouTube mechanic.
We're both YouTube certified. We've got my certification on the wall. I've got both my nuts off, ready to get my bolts out. Do the same thing.
How much did that pay?
It's $150 a half hour in Harrisburg. I don't know what the going rate is up here. Yeah, coming back at you live.
All right, so we got the driver's side axle out. We forgot to drain the transmission fluid, so now it's just kind of draining out of the axle. We're working on the passenger side, but first we're going to drain the T case. Gonna drain the T case fluid first and pull this all out. All right, so I just pulled the drain plug on the transfer case, and this is what she looks like. We got chunks of diff all over this thing, And also, whenever I pulled it, absolutely no fluid dripped out of it. There wasn't a single drop of fluid that came out of that thing. And this thing smells horrendous. So, can't wait to pull that out and just see chunks of diff coming out of that thing.
Cheers to the next step.
There's nothing on it. So here it is all cleaned off. And all I'm gonna do is just literally set it up inside the drain, here back in there, and see what happens. Get in there, move around a little bit. Oh wow, we're finally clean. We got all the metal chunks out. Here's everything that we found in it. It's just trashed. That's literally half the diff is just on this rag right here.
Yes, this is for porn.
Make it look sexy.
I'm an amateur allure. I'm here to teach you how to throw.
So anyway, besides the porn shoot that we're doing behind the scenes, we got we're just taking the slide hammer to the input shafts on both sides of the transfer case, and then I don't know what the step is after that.
Disconnect transfer case bolts.
Something like that. I don't know. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. So you need lots of alcohol for this. This sucks balls. We'll take you down there. So what we did, the old man noises.
Oh, my leg.
Ow, my lasagna. Had to remove the downpipe because it was in the fucking way. Then we got the drive shaft off, and this tcase is beyond fucked. We don't know what these little spring pieces are or where they came from. Well, I mean, we know where they came from. We just don't know what did it. But yeah. So it smells horrible. It's worse than regular gear oil, and it's bad.
But we are rewarding ourselves with alcohol, and it is pizza time for din din.
All right, guys. Well, anyway, it's a new day. Got too pissed off and wasn't drunk enough to continue working on these two bolts right here. So where these are is a monster penis. So I'm gonna set these down. These are the top two transfer case bolts. And after I get up in here, they are conveniently located right underneath the Terpski. Let me see if I can get down in there. Yeah, there's two little mounds right there is where they're located. We tried to take a wrench down in there from up on top here. That didn't work. So I messaged one of my buddies that used to work at CBRD, and what you have to do is take a long ass extension or two, and you have to come at it from this side, and it gives you enough leverage and enough room to get those two bolts out. So hopefully, I didn't see anything online on how to do that, so hopefully that helps people that are trying to do clutch jobs or whatever to remove those two top bolts. So now it's time to wiggle the T-case out, and we should be able to pull the motor forward a little bit to have enough room to drop the whole thing. Are you excited?
I am very excited.
Yeah, you maybe get to drive the bay today, huh?
Oh yeah.
Alright, first intro. Do you know how many calories this has? 420, bro. Blaze it.
Blaze it, bro. Alright guys, so we got the transfer case out finally. What we had to do to actually get it out was use a jack on the front motor mount, and it canked the whole engine up. Didn't have to lower the subframe or anything. It just canked everything the whole way up, made enough room by the oil pan. Fell down on my tummy and made me sicky. No, it didn't really do that. But yeah, it fell down. Things are heavy as fuck. So have a big lifter friend help you out. Or if you're made of twigs, then just let it set on your body and hope you don't break anything like I did. Yeah, so now it's time to try to fandangle the new old one in. How many miles does that one have on it, you said?
20,000.
20?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Let's hope this one isn't broken, which doesn't sound anything like that one. And we're gonna crack that one open later and see how many gears are left in the differential. Alright guys, so we tore apart the old T-case and there's chunks of gear on the magnet. This part of the diff looks okay. There's a couple chunks missing on the corner pieces, but the main issue is over here. This is kind of what it's supposed to kind of look like, and these are just shredded. So it only had like one tooth that it was grabbing on. So yeah, hopefully the new one doesn't look like that. I guess we'll find out when we put it in there if it doesn't move.
Sure, you don't want to put it on the jack.
That's what smart people do. I eat ring on. Alright, so hold on.
Not.
It's falling off. Okay.
Okay.
Looks like I need to get okay.
Yes.
This is over. Let's try.
Filter.
Stuck on those stupid heat shield. No, it's not. You got it for a second? Yeah. Okay. Alright, get all your hands out of the way.
Why?
Move all your hands.
Why?
Alright, you lower that front jack a little bit.
Yeah, how much? Yeah. Okay, you okay?
Yeah.
You're
Alright,
okay.
stop.
Okay. You letting it go?
Yep, but I got him under here.
Yeah. But I mean, like letting it go and all of it.
Here's what we need to do.
I'll tell you what.
Okay,
dude,
what do we need to do?
Now the
Get this
weight's
bitch.
off of that,
Huh?
you want me to put the jack in there?
Need to do what?
We need to get this pin in there, and everything needs to slide in. This is the fun part.
You want a hammer?
No, because you can't just beat it in there. It has to slide in first.
Cody, you want me to bring the jack in there to hold it?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess we can.
Yes. I don't know if it's gonna be tall enough though.
With your hand.
Yeah. You're fucking close.
Alright, here's what's gonna happen.
What?
You're gonna kind of wiggle and push this way.
Yeah.
While I move the back half of this. To try to get it in the seat.
Oh yeah, there we
There
go.
we go.
There we fucking go. Down a little bit.
Oh, fuck.
You're in. We just need to rotate this a little. About, yeah, right there.
Grab. Where's the bolts at? Are they over there? Should be 3 bolts. Did you
Bolts.
move them?
Alright, update. So you guys see we got it pushed in. It won't lock in the whole way. So instead of beating at it, since there's little room down there, we're just going to put all the bolts in and just kind of tighten them down so it shimmies itself into place. You know, it's a video, you can say words, right?
Not allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what do we got here, team? We've got Dakota drinking a hefty portion of rum. Taylor is stress eating cupcakes. And we've got a drive shaft that we've now sanded down with good old 400 grit sandpaper, which we're trying to eliminate any of these as we get this connected to the output shaft on the transfer case. This is being a royal bitch and won't go in. However, using the old one, it can just one-handed go bloop. And we can't get it in the new one. And yeah, we don't know why, and it's awful.
More alcohol.
Okay. Update, boys.
Update, boys.
I'm
down for update, boys.
So after sanding the fuck out of the drive shaft, we have the drive shaft reinstalled and torqued by Jimbo himself. So that bitch ain't ever coming off.
I torqued it too.
Uh, we've now started to reinstall the axles and the cross members. And yes,
Put shafts before the axles there, bud.
correct. Them.
Mr. Honda.
Them things. I don't have them.
Yeah, you do. Just in the front. You've had your transmission apart 47 times. You know what the hell it looks like?
Yeah, I don't have input shafts. So now Dakota is going to put the input shaft back in, and now he's going to reinstall the axles,
Yeet.
hold some things up, put some things back together, connect some suspension components,
And then-
have somebody drive around.
And then start it up. After we take it off a jack stand, start it up, two-step it, launch it. That's how you break it in, right?
With no fluid.
Is that how you break it in?
With no fluid.
Yeah, no fluid. No fluid like we pulled it out as. Because obviously fluid weighs too much.
Micah, I hope you watch this outside of... Yummies.
There we go. Where did I put the cap at for that boy?
You need it?
Yeah.
Probably in the garbage.
Where it was.
No, if it's not up here, it's probably thrown away. Okay, team. Here we are. At DWoo 17, throwing the transmission fluid in the trans. Doesn't hate his life at all. He looks like he's having fun. Just another jerk session here for Dakota.
I don't even know if this works yet.
Wow, we're finding out.
I'm gonna buy an Evo and make all my friends work on it.
Wow.
My name's Taylor.
At least I asked first.
You right. And we kind of told you to buy it.
There were group chats made about this.
Oh yeah, that's
Evo's
right.
anonymous
Your broken
support group.
Evo's anonymous.
But here we are, final steps of the journey. Intake intercooler reinstalled. All the motor mounts reconnected. The shitty stock wheels are back on. All that's left is to take the car off of jack stands and watch her go vroom.
All right, update, guys. We got it running. Didn't see any leaks. Probably should have got GoPro footage of it up on jacks with all the wheels moving, but we're losers and didn't do that. So right now, we're just pulling it off of jacks. She does make some noises from the rotors because it did. This car did sit. How long did it sit? Since like April or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been sitting for a while. So the rotors are a little rustic.
Little sticks.
Yeah. So we're just putting it down, and then she'll be able to drive under her own power finally. So transfer case jobs suck ass on Evo 10s. And it'd be way easier on an Evo 8 or 9, you know, because that's a real Evo. 4G63 for life. You got anything to say about that, Taylor? Huh? About 4G63s are better than 4B11s?
Hey, whatever. More reliable, so.
This is a nice Lancer you got here, by the way. You gonna say that you have cruise control and say that you're better than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you suck.